Okay, so this episode went rather long, but I think especially towards the end, there were some pretty interesting questions, and it's been a really informative coaching session. So if you're interested, keep watching the whole way, but if you don't feel like watching 1 hour and 30 minutes, or I don't know how long it was of coaching, then just don't. I'm gonna upload a way shorter session that's also been very tightly packed with information soon. So you can watch that if you're interested in a shorter session.
Hey man, how's it going?
I'm doing really well.
That's good. Yeah, it's nighttime over here in Australia. It's 9 p.m. I
Oh,
think
okay.
it's just the afternoon for you guys right now.
It's 1 p.m. right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. It should be like a Sunday, so hopefully you don't have like work or anything anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay.
All good. I can share my screen. Alright.
Yep.
Alright, man. Yeah. So we can just do like the regular coaching for like we shouldn't take more than 20 minutes, and
Mm,
then I want to ask you questions. I wrote down.
yeah, that works.
on-
Okay.
Yeah.
So
All right.
I guess I just thought like I sent those questions before. It's like what game do you
Yeah.
play? What do you want to achieve? And how long do you
Okay,
play?
yep. Yeah, yeah, cool. Yeah, so actually, I've kind of been around the aiming community for a bit, but I always keep rebounding, like I come and then I leave, because I play MOBAs sometimes, so I play League of Legends,
Mm,
and yeah, so I get really invested in aiming, I get really invested in, training scenarios and all that, and in my FPS game, but then I just stop and then I just play MOBAs and yeah.
okay,
But yeah.
so you do play like or aim trainers as a main game kind of or
Oh, well, usually when I get invested like into FPS games, I use Kovacs to help me with it.
okay.
But yeah, so yeah, but I mean, yeah, my main game right now is Valorant. Um,
Mm,
but I'm not thinking about some aim specific routine for Valorant. I'm more on the lines with I want to try and get the best um playlist or whatever for mouse feel
yeah,
because
okay,
I'm very
so
interested in that
okay.
region of yeah. Because I think it's much more beneficial and much more efficient um
Yeah.
than just training some yeah like yeah because I think it can it's like basketball for instance it's like in basketball it'd be harder to just train for free throws like it'd be easier just to train how to dribble the ball because then it'll give you a better feel of the ball. That's how I think mouse feel is sort of
Okay.
um
Yep.
yeah so yeah uh yeah
So
so this is my playlist that I have right now. I was watching your other coaching session
mm,
and I'm trying to do this one by one
yeah, this
sort
seems
of
pretty good.
playlist. Yeah, so I took some notes. The passages seemed fine.
Yeah.
I think I play the harder version and then I play the easier version.
Yeah.
So and I
Maybe
have it for
yeah,
yeah
okay.
yeah go.
No, I just want to say like maybe play Pasu Voltaic instead of 105 targets Pasu, because this Pasu is like a bit too big probably for you and also a bit
Oh,
too much relying on accuracy. Like if you're going for high scores, then it's not that
okay.
efficient to play that
Just
Pasu version.
this one.
Yeah, just that. It's like in
Okay.
between normal Pasu and Pasu small in size.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool. But yeah. And also you said in one of the coaching lessons that actually training a bit of tracking is good
Yeah,
for mouse feel as well.
it's good for mouse feel. It, I mean, you play Valorant, so it's not that important, but
Yeah.
having some tracking is good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
just Air
No,
Invincible is
because
really good for that, yeah. Maybe just
yeah.
have Air Invincible too small and some Smoothbot as a second one, maybe Smoothbot Power.
for some smooth. Okay, yeah, no worries.
Uh,
Yeah, no, because for Valorant, it feels like a lot of the game is it depends on your confidence and like
yeah,
it
definitely.
depends on yeah, like if you're holding an angle and you're not confident holding that angle, it's like either 50-50, you know, like
Hmm.
it yeah,
Well,
like
that's
it's a lot of variable.
to a large part because you have to be really fast. Like if you have 100% accuracy, but you say take like 300 milliseconds to
Mm,
aim at someone when they appear, but your
yeah.
opponent has takes like 200 milliseconds but only hits 60%, they're gonna win more games because they're gonna shoot first, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
no,
like you
I
need to
agree with
be
that.
really fast. So that's
So it was
actually
smooth what?
smoothbot power. Yeah, it's
This one.
yep.
Okay.
And also because it's like that fast, you need to be fast. You need to stop on the hitbox
Yep.
really fast.
Hmm.
So you need like to be able to flick really fast and to stop your mouse really fast. That's not like
Yeah.
static is kind of doing that if you're good at static, but normally you have to play some speed switching,
You're
like
yeah.
Vox target switch or even what's it called? I think def target switch static. Wait, let me
Hmm.
search.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
def.
because in a lot of the static scenarios, I find that it's a bunch of like flicking and then readjusting, right? Towards the target. So you do like a general flick towards it and then you readjust.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, is that correct?
Yeah, that's true. Uh,
Yeah. Hmm.
well, it's a bit different in
Yeah,
static
yeah, no,
because you're not gonna flick as fast as you can normally in static because that's gonna be inaccurate and you're gonna
mm,
take longer to readjust.
yeah.
So that's why you need to play speed switching scenarios.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Should I add any?
I'm not sure if you would have want them to be in this place because this seems more like just like
Yeah.
precision control sort of stuff. So you maybe want to have a different playlist for speed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was gonna ask you a question. So what do you think about the Pokeball scenarios?
Pokeball is I'm not sure about them. I think
Do you
they're
think
good to
they? Yeah.
practice, but they're also like very, very, very close to normal static
Hmm.
and not so much switching.
Yeah.
Well, they're good to have, but you don't need them.
I think the Pokeball, like this is my opinion, and like I'm like fucking dog shit, but I think the Pokeball scenarios, they're kind of like a Kovac scenario. Like if you want to get better at Kovacs, right? Like
Uh,
I, I feel like because it's if you want to get better at one wall, six targets small, that's where Pokeball like really shines. It feels like,
well, if you want to
but
get
like if
better
you
at
like
116 target small,
Pokeball,
you grind 116 target small.
oh okay,
Well, Pokeball
yeah, yeah,
is good if you want to like clean up your technique, be smoother and have like cleaner lines and stuff and be less shaky.
mhm, yep, yep.
It's not as much of a general practice tool, but most beginners do have these issues that they're not smooth, don't have very clean lines, don't have good techniques,
Oh,
so Pokeball is good for
okay,
beginners.
no, because that's interesting because I see a lot of people that they create playlists that are just centered around training yourself for the scenario, for one specific
Yeah,
scenario.
that's just
What do you think about that? You think it's
no,
just like
it's
bullshit?
stupid, in my opinion.
Yeah, okay. No, no, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, yeah. No, definitely. Um, yeah, okay, that's cool. And do you also think that there's any other like so if you could pick one genre of scenario that would train mouse feel the most efficiently, what genre of scenario would you
That's
pick?
hard. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know. Probably tracking, but that's because I like tracking. I never
Yeah,
just
I was watching your videos. Yeah, you're much better at tracking
I
than you are
am,
at
yeah.
the static. Yeah, yeah. And so does that has that like sort of warped your view on how you think, like what you think about static scenarios? Do you think that there is like it's very useful to get? good at them as well?
Static is useful
Like,
here.
do you know if which one's more useful than the other, or they're
You
all like
can't
50-50?
you can't say one is more useful than the other. It's just different things.
Oh, okay. No, that's
It's
cool.
like comparing I don't know. It just
Yeah, what do you think about floating heads, by the way?
floating
Timing.
heads is pretty good, but it's again really precision based. There's
Yeah.
Vox targets which click heads, which I'd probably use instead of that for Valorant.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Um,
do you think that's better than
yeah,
floating heads?
Vox targets
So,
which heads, I think, of Vox targets which click heads.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and
Uh,
also remove
yeah.
just the normal air invincible too, I think, because
Oh, so they're more in this
yeah, it's
sort of,
just
yeah.
a
Oh, okay.
smaller
Yeah, yeah.
range.
Okay, that's cool. Invincible 2, you want me to remove that? Okay,
Yeah, the normal sized one.
no worries. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it at probably to 10 and do it 3 times. That was my thing,
Yeah,
like 30 minutes I think is fine.
yeah. I probably do
Because
this
each
one
scenario
two
is 1
times
minute.
and then the speed one time, I think. Because we're gonna get to a speed switching or like speed routine
Oh, okay,
because
okay.
you definitely need that.
Alright, so I'll just replace this with that. Mm. And then I'll get rid of this. I'll leave the small.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. And by the way, yeah, could you just give me a brief description of why Pasu is good for mouse feel, like in general, like
Because
what
you
makes
have
this scenario good?
you react to the movement of a target. It's pretty unpredictable. Well, it moves in a straight line, then it's predictable, but it changes direction. You have to be reactive and well, you have to click it. It sounds a bit weird, but it's pretty similar
No,
to how you
I
would aim
think
in
it.
game.
Yeah, no, because I think
Um,
it's like really like it really fucks with you, like,
yep,
and it really pushes you. It feels like it
it's like
makes you feel
a
like
harder
a
version of
it ma
in-game aiming
it
in
makes
a
you
sense.
really feel like stupid. Like it really does make you feel dumb. Like you're like, what the fuck? Like, why am I not clicking this? Like, it's
Yeah.
yeah. I think those scenarios are like really cool because they like highlight how bad you are. Oh, by the way, also I was thinking about sense randomizer,
hmm
and so do you think that it's actually like more efficient to use a sense randomizer?
Yes, definitely. Especially now
Okay,
there's a
and
different
because yeah.
version of the sensor randomizer. That's in my opinion really good because you can have um like a very slowly changing sense. I'm just sending the link and my settings.
Oh, okay,
So
cool. I download. I think it's probably the older version.
yeah, you probably have the older version. This one is with a GUI. Uh,
Hmm.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and also on that as well, I was thinking yeah, the whole theory about also training on higher sense instead of like your lower sense, or like just training in like on higher sense in general to get better at mouse feel
You would want to,
is interesting to
well,
me. Yeah.
I think you should practice at uh, a medium sense, not too
Hmm.
high, because again, speed is also very important in tactical shooters like Valorant. So,
Yeah, yeah. So in Valorant I use 42 centimeters,
mhm.
and so I've just put it to 30 centimeters.
Okay. So I'd use like 33 cm, 34 cm maybe with the randomizer,
Yeah, so I was
which
doing that
will,
with the randomizer. I was
okay.
doing 30 centimeters with randomizer.
Yeah, I'd go like 32, 33 with the randomizer, with the settings I sent you.
If I'm gonna be honest, like it felt like pretty decent for me. Like I kind of liked it because it was like more challenging. I don't
Yeah,
know if
well,
it's
it's
if the difference is too drastic. Like I don't know if that's a problem.
no, no, the difference isn't that huge. The thing is just that if you use sense randomizer with 30 cm, you're gonna get down to like 15 cm, which is not that helpful.
Oh yeah. Okay,
So
so I configured it a while back, and I think I'll tell you the ranges. I don't know if you can see it, but
it's not
it's
showing.
0.75 to 1.75.
Okay, yeah, that's why I guess. Because the settings I sent you with the new version is like 0.45 to 2.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
it's a
Oh, so then
bit
it's fine if I
larger
use 30
range.
centimeters
Well, you can use
with
30,
a,
but I
yeah.
go a bit lower than that.
Okay. Right,
Um,
well, yeah, because you play like pretty high sense.
yeah,
You
but I
play,
don't play tag FPS.
yeah. So, do you only main Kovacs?
I played Trackmania, but I guess that's not a shooter. So for
Oh, okay.
shooters, I only played Kovacs, yeah, or like
Yeah,
FPS.
no, because like it's really interesting, and like, I like people like you that like, try and progress the field, because yeah, I think it's really interesting
Thank
and
you.
I think it's fun as well. But so my current setup is 0.75, 1.75,
hmm
30 centimeters.
Okay, so
Yeah. Is that fine, or
this
what do you
is
recommend?
well, I again I sent you the settings I use, which I'd recommend to you as well, and
Okay.
the new version of the sensor randomizer
Mm-hmm.
because it like shows you everything way better. It shows you a graph of like your sensitivity, how
Oh
it's
wow, okay, that's
progressing,
cool.
and
Okay, yeah, I'll
it
download that.
just
Yeah.
has more freedom in settings and everything. And also, you can play like this 30 cm base sense. You're probably gonna go a bit lower yourself because it's gonna be really hard if you go to really high sense with the randomizer with your routine.
Yeah.
But with the
Mm.
speed routine, again, we didn't make that yet, but when we make that, you probably want a lower sensor net to have a bigger
Okay,
focus on speed.
and so do you think the speed routines like are beneficial, like more beneficial than just a mouse fill routine? Like, what do you
You
think?
need both.
You need both
Yeah.
if you want to be okay. Yeah. You can't just go with one routine. You'd have to like
Well,
train
you,
with
you
both.
can have speed and precision in one routine, but normally I try to separate it.
Okay.
Uh,
Are the speed routines like the easy versions of routines where you just go
no,
really fast?
no.
Okay, then yeah, you can show me what the speed routines are.
Speed routines, I put
Let's
just
see an
Vox,
example of one scenario.
uh,
Vox.
DevTS goated and are static, and I can screen share it so you see it. Where can I?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Let me see.
Wait, I think I'm. Yeah.
Oh, do I gotta stop streaming? Oh, okay. Okay, I can see now. Okay, I see. Yeah, this looks like it's very like compact. Yeah, and you can really switch to the target like really fast.
Yeah. Also, this one is more like a medium scenario, not fully focusing on speed,
Okay.
but it's still compared to
Yeah, it
your
looks like
normal
Vox
routines,
target switch.
it is, yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually like really fucking bad at target switching.
You should play some more target switching because it's really beneficial for veterans.
I think I remember one of your videos you said that Vox, there was a better replacement for Vox or something like this, or I don't know. Maybe you changed your mind, it was like a long video.
I don't think if I said there was a better version of Vox because Vox is really good.
Okay.
Probably the best speed switching scenario in my opinion, but
Yeah. Do you play on a higher FOV? Because
yeah,
I just stick to
115.
103. Okay, yeah, I have another question. So FOV,
Uh,
um, I seen what's it called? Aimer 7. I'm sure you know him.
mm-hmm.
He talked about how FOV, if you play it like on a lower FOV, it
Yeah.
can help you be better. Like it can
Smoothness
see
and
you can see
precision.
your inaccuracies. Yeah,
I
you can
don't.
see your inaccuracies more.
Uh,
Just with on a lower FOV. But I'm not sure. Like, what do you think about that?
no,
Oh yeah,
I don't think that's necessarily true, but it's really hard to say because you don't have like any studies or anything done on that. It's just from
yeah,
personal experience. So I can't
yeah,
like
yeah. I
100%
mean,
say it works or doesn't work. I can say it
yeah.
doesn't hurt if you do it.
Yeah, no, because like at face value, it's like, oh yeah, you, like if you are looking harder, like closer to your crosshair, you will be able to see how much like how more jittery you are than what you perceive if you're like further away from the crosshair. So
Yeah, that
it
makes sense,
does
but
kind
on
of
the
make
other
sense.
end, you also have to practice your vision to see your mistakes even on a higher FOV.
Yeah, because yeah, like in the
Otherwise,
actual game.
yeah,
Mhm.
like it goes both ways. You
Yeah, yeah,
can't really say what's more beneficial. What I think definitely doesn't hurt is just fiddling around with it. Sometimes playing lower, sometimes higher, sometimes something in between. Like just changing it.
yeah,
That
yeah. No,
definitely
that
won't
makes
hurt.
sense. Yeah, and I'll definitely use the sense randomizer tool that you used. And by the way, for the sense randomizer in general, so yeah, while it like is changing your sensitivity on the go, how is that like sort of affecting your mouse feel, and how does that improve your mouse feel, in your opinion? Like,
If focuses you, well, wait, what? How do I say this? It makes you focus
no, it's
harder
fine. It's fine.
because you have to constantly react to your sensitivity, how it's changing. Also, you have to use all the different muscles in your arm and hand because if you have a high sense, you're gonna aim with your fingers and your wrist. But if you're on a low sense, you have to use your arm a lot and have to be faster. So it
Yeah,
just
yeah.
forces you to adapt, and that's while it's not necessarily proven for aim training that it works, it for many other things, having to adapt or
Yeah,
changing things in your practice helps a ton. Especially with this randomizer, how I set it up, it's changing periodically, like really slowly, um, which doesn't make it like so you're overwhelmed by your sensitivity changing, but it will still force you to use your arm sometimes, sometimes use your wrist. So yeah. But
yeah.
there's some bug with
Um,
this randomizer that if you go like one, it's only like 50, it only generates 50 seconds or something of the curve at a time, or like 300 seconds, I mean, 5 minutes. So after that, it sometimes goes to like a weird curve and you have to restart it. Um,
oh, okay.
so yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Shoot, I was gonna ask you a question. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Fuck it. I was just gonna tell you because I live in a very cold environment right now,
Mm-hmm.
and so how does like the environment affect your aim? Because I feel like whenever my hands are really cold, I feel very stiff.
Yeah,
And I don't know if
that's
it's just because I'm
yeah.
really bad at aiming or if that's an actual
No,
thing.
that's an
Like,
actual thing. If your hands are
okay,
cold, you don't have that much blood in your hands, you're gonna feel stiff. Uh,
yeah, because the muscles aren't gonna move as quickly as you'd like them to,
yeah.
right? Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Oh yeah, okay, now I remembered what I was gonna say. Yeah, so like in all FPS games, there's a lot of like micro adjustments that are happening.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I feel like especially in Valorant, whenever you're holding an angle, you always tend to micro adjust to the person's head after he peeks, right?
Yeah.
And so with that theory of like, playing on a higher sensitivity, getting used to that, using your muscles more, like in like like using your wrists more, right? In that way.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like yeah, like it tends to like add up. Like it tends to like, oh yeah, wow, like this probably is the most efficient way of training your mouse feel. Right?
Well,
So
you
yeah,
need
like I kind of agree with you.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, the
Yeah,
thing is,
like
you need both. You need to be really precise in Valorant, or being precise helps a lot. So higher sense is beneficial to practice on, but you also need to be really fast. So lower sense is beneficial. So you just do both things with sense randomizer, and boom, you're done. Like it's just the best way.
yeah, yeah. No, yeah, no, that's yeah, it was really cool. It was really interesting as well. That's what I was thinking about. Um, what else was there? There was, oh yeah, I have a bunch of questions, but before we get into them, maybe we'll just finish the playlist off, right?
Yeah, the speed playlist, right?
Yeah, just yeah, let
Okay.
me share screens.
Do you want me to make one, or and
Um,
like I'm just gonna make one here and explain the scenarios, or how do you
oh
want
yeah,
to?
so yeah, just look at my screen for a sec.
Mm-hmm.
So this playlist is completely fine for me.
Yeah,
Like
this is fine.
it's
Maybe
fine.
you could remove one more two target small reload, or like
Yeah, because again, I'm not like really trying to focus completely on that. Like I
mm-hmm.
way more am focused and want to improve my mouse feel. Like yeah, like I'm more into that side. Like I don't
Okay.
really care if something's
So
gonna try to give me the edge in yeah.
two things for the static scenarios. I changed those a bit to wide wall 4 targets, wide wall 4 targets small, then 5 sphere hipfire extra small, and 5 sphere hipfire small.
Okay, so
Wide wall 4 targets and wide wall 4 targets small. Just type in wide wall 4 and you're gonna find both.
wide wall four, and then for target small.
Yeah.
So you want me to change these ones? The reload one wall to TS two
Yeah,
TS.
exactly. And also replace 6 sphere fire voltaic with 5 sphere fire extra small, I think is better.
And
And
also, should there be like a warm up scenario, or would you just go straight into it? Like, does it
you can
just go
warm up with
like
smooth bot scenarios. That's really good. Like tracking
like
scenarios are
because
great as warm up.
I think going straight into passive like as soon as you wake up, like
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
like you just
Definitely.
completely you can really shit the bed. Like yeah. So what was it? What was the warm up?
Um, I'm gonna send you another warm up playlist that's like really small. Uh, okay, now for this again, another thing is maybe do one time vox targets which click heads and one time thumb speed 2 BPEs, which is like a micro adjusting scenario, which
Wait,
is
um.
no
Oh, micro adjusting.
TAM
Sorry, yes.
TAM speed.
Oh, time speed. Yeah,
Yeah,
micro
the first one.
adjusting. This one. Okay.
Just and like one, yeah, just I don't know, try it out so you see what it is.
And any specific order that, or is it just like
Yeah,
so?
I'd normally actually play this on completely random order-wise.
Oh shit! I didn't even know you could do that.
Uh,
Oh fuck! Wait. How do you? Oh, you just do this?
yep,
Oh wow. Okay, that's amazing. Alright, so wait, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So if I do this 3 times, it'd be around half an hour, 30
yep.
minutes. Yeah, and that's fine because I usually play Valorant like maybe 4 or 5 hours. Not like too much. I don't play it like heaps, but because I'm the type of guy that it's like I don't know, it sounds silly, but if I'm not on in the game, even if I'm like winning and I'm getting carried, if I'm not actually like playing good and I don't feel good, I don't feel comfortable, I feel really shit and I just don't want to play. Like
Mm.
aiming wise. Yeah, I don't know if that's a common thing though. Because yeah, I care about more about my individual skill in the game than if I was to get carried by others. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's where I derive the fun from FPS. Okay, so now we'll get to the speed scenario.
yeah. I think I'm still screen sharing, right?
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Don't worry.
Oh yeah, I'm
Okay.
looking, I'm looking.
Uh, I forgot the name of the scenario. Um, Wait.
And so with the speed scenario, you still do the sense randomizer, you still do all the higher sensitivity.
Uh, sorry, can you say it again?
Oh, so yeah, so with this playlist, the
Mm-hmm.
speed playlist, you still do your random sense config and
Yeah.
the what's it called? And higher sensitivity? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh, mm, it's gonna be a bit shorter though. Maybe played like 1 or 2 times.
Okay.
And really focus on being as fast as you can and then stopping really fast.
Yeah, I'm looking at you right now.
Yeah, I'm not that
How much
fast,
have
so
you improved at static? Yeah, how much have you improved at static?
um quite a lot, I think. I've been getting really
Like,
good scores lately in static. Well, for me, good, not actually good.
yeah,
Uh,
no, cool. Like how long roughly? Like, say like 3 months, 6 months?
I haven't grinded static or anything.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite scenario?
Um,
Because I don't know if you
I don't
already
know.
haven't noticed. My one is 1 or 6 targets small.
Okay.
Like if I could just grind one, I would just grind that.
Mm. Uh,
Because yeah, it's fun.
I don't know.
What?
Probably air is one of my favorites.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What used to be your main game?
Fortnite.
Yeah, man, that game is so fucking. Oh my god, that game is so hard.
Yeah, I had like a long break from Fortnite and then I stopped because everyone had like insane mechanics and
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
didn't want to grind it.
By the way, do you use your mouse like do you like try to keep it as untensed as possible? Is that like
Yes,
cognizant in your
yes,
Yeah, because I have I genuinely have a problem of gripping my mouse like super hard because I don't know when I was growing up, maybe I just thought like grip your mouse harder, you'll be more precise. Like,
yeah. I
yeah.
mean, it makes
Like
sense
I genuinely get some
because
pain if I'm
yeah,
playing like for a long time and it's like really dumb and yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just a thing you gotta like think about while you're
mm.
doing the scenarios.
Okay. So
Yeah.
just like I can send you this playlist or you can create it yourself. Uh,
Yeah. So
uh,
I'll just make it right now. Um,
mhm.
is it Vox Target Switch is the first one?
Yeah. The order again
Alright, and
doesn't
then
matter.
and the next one.
Uh, Kintias Voltaic Speed Break Static. That's the
Okay,
name
so
again.
these names are crazy. Oh yeah, by the way, like I wanted to do more research on you, but I didn't get to. Um, you made a couple scenarios yourself. You made like three, not scenarios, playlists. Uh, what are they and what are they for?
You mean three? What? I've made a
The,
ton.
like, oh, you made. So, do you have specific mouse fill scenarios?
I have a few playlists for mouse feel.
Okay.
Do you want me to send them to you? Or?
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. As long as the ones that I have are fine. It should
Well,
be fine.
the ones I have are even more general and less like this is still a bit Valorant specific, but mostly like it just works for everything, but it's still Valorant specific, kind of like
Yeah, 'cause
this will improve your mouse feel, but the scenarios are still gonna help like somewhat cherry picked for Valorant.
yeah, yeah. No, no, that's fine then. That's fine. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm just trying to get your playlist in. Let's need more. Oh, it's actually.
And these are the playlists that I currently use for just mouse control, mouse feel.
Oh, sorry. Which playlist did you put them in the chat?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I can just download it there. Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, sorry. Could you go back to the playlist again?
Yep.
Dev TS goaded. Wait, you haven't even seen my skill though. I'm pretty shit. Oh yeah, I was
Well,
gonna
I
ask you.
saw
So like,
you playing Pasu.
do you need me like, cause like, is there like scenarios that are good indicators of your skill level? Like, I could play one right now.
Well, Pasu is. Can you play Invincible 2 you have? Or like the small version in your routine?
Okay, so which one? What was it called?
Air Invincible 2 small. I think
And
you have that in your playlist, so.
oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll just get it. Okay. Yeah, I'll share my screens.
Mm. Uh,
And it's like 9:30 right now. Okay.
uh, can you stream?
Oh, am I not streaming?
No, you're not.
Sorry.
I think.
Oh, my bad, my bad. I thought I was streaming. Um, I think you got to turn off your stream to
Okay.
watch mine. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, you watching? Okay.
Yep.
By the way, how do you like my visuals?
That's fine.
Try not to like strain my eyes too much. I hate too much white. It's like you're playing on like
Yeah.
clouds, man.
No, yeah, this
Yeah.
scenario is definitely good. Like, it's not too hard for you.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm really gripping my mouse hard. I keep forgetting. Because I feel like that even like it kind of restrains me in a way if I'm gripping my mouse too hard. Because then I get a bit jittery, right?
Yeah, that's
It's
why
more
you shouldn't.
relaxed.
You can be
Yeah.
just as controlled if you relax as when you're tensing. It's just it just doesn't feel like you're as controlled.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
my
this
so
is
I'm not even in the median. Yeah, it's like
yeah, but
yeah, this is a
it's
good scenario. I really like it.
wait, why does this have
Yeah.
so low amount of entries? Only 36.
Is it? Oh yeah, that's true. Why is it?
Uh,
That's kind of weird. And how am I
well,
the?
it shows
Oh,
only
I know
that
that
many
makes
for me
sense.
as well.
Oh, then why don't you just get the top score real quick?
Hmm? It's
Go
no,
get the
it's
top
done.
score.
I can't. He's too good.
Okay. All right. So let me try another one then. So we'll try. So which one? You reckon smooth bot?
Yeah.
Because
But I mean,
because
I've
I think
seen
I
him.
am. I think I'm better at. Oh, holy shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
this one is hard.
I'm not I'm not one of these guys.
Yeah, this one is hard. It's
Oh, I'm not even playing with a sense randomizer. I'm just playing 30 centimeters. You want me to load that up now? Or?
no, you can do that later when you're practicing
Oh,
for
okay.
real,
No worries.
or like tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah. So why is this specific scenario like good?
It's
See, like
fuzzy
it
to be smooth.
smooth. Yeah.
Yeah, and also it goes around you really fast,
Mm-hmm.
so you have to.
And again, this isn't like even like there's no way something like this will happen in Valorant.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, but it's just literally just like it's like a mouse feel sort of thing.
it's also only like 1 out of 10 scenarios. Like just
Oh
the
shit. And my fucking hands are cold. It's not doing any justice. Okay. Yeah, I enjoy these types of scenarios that really like test me. Okay, so at the static scenarios, I feel like I'm average at. So we'll try this. Oh shit.
yeah. You should flick a bit faster.
Mm-hmm. Think about okay.
Yeah, you're not bad at them. It's
Oh shit. I tried to I looked at you know Bardos, right? I
hmm
looked at his video
it's
and he
not a good.
told he said,
Like it's a good video, but it's also not good. It's really lacking a lot of details. I think
oh okay.
like the
Because
technique works, but
mm-hmm. Yeah, no, just because I kind of like the sentiment of like going for accuracy because when I
yeah.
was like just starting off playing one wall six targets small, like I used to always like focus on speed, but I'd also like miss a lot of my shots. But I was like at around I think the 900 range. I was like, all right, you know what? Let me try get 100%
Well,
accuracy.
you need to do
And
both
I
again.
was
Like
yeah,
most
and
players
w-
will have to practice speed and have to practice accuracy. For Bardos, it's a bit different because he played like 10, 15 years or something of CSGO or like Counter-Strike,
yeah, no, of
where
course.
like one big thing is being fast. So he like was controlled while being fast. So that wasn't a big of an issue for him, which is
Yeah,
like
well,
one
yeah,
of
if
the
I'm just
reasons why I
if
think that his technique worked so well for him. It can work for you, but it's likely not gonna work as well for you as it did for Bardos himself.
Yeah, no,
Like,
no. Like what I was gonna say was it was so like I was hovering around the 900 score trying to go really fast,
mm,
and then when I tried to just go for 100% accuracy, I was still around the 900 score, and it just like kind of blew my mind because I was like I was trying so hard, going really fast, but like if I just focused on accuracy, I was still around the same score. But yeah, I don't know. It was just like a thing. Yeah.
oh, and I get another thing is that like uh
Yeah.
the Bardos pill or like Bardos technique is 100% valid. It's a good technique, but it's not the only technique that works. Like you can improve multiple different ways. It's just one way to improve. I don't like any people. I don't like when people are like, "This is the only way you can get better," or something. It's not. It's just not true.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 I agree with you. I like just
So
being open-minded about things. Like yeah, like I think he's that the clean line method. Like obviously that's always going to be the most efficient way to getting to the next target,
yeah,
right?
but you also need to flick sometimes very fast to get comfortable doing that. But in the
This
end,
feel
you're
yeah.
gonna have to be like have somewhat clean lines to get a good score.
in this scenario specifically, when I feel like pretty good, it feels like a speed scenario. This one right here.
It really is.
Yeah,
Like
it is, right? Yeah.
you click like normally 2.5 times or something per second if you're like decent at it, if you get good at it. You're
Yeah.
you should be able to get 2 kills per second on this.
Yeah.
But again,
100%.
focus like on really
Oh shit.
flicking fast initially and then being like adjusting smoothly and slowly. You're still like very shaky because you're probably tensing your hand a bit.
Yeah, I'm tensing my hand. My man. No, also, yeah, no, I think with me, which I mean, I guess it's like for all like intermediate beginners or like beginner aimers, is whenever I flick to something, I
Mm.
always like, here, let me showcase. Let's go back to that. Whenever I flick to something, I'm always like doing this like jitter. Like, you
Yeah,
see that?
yeah, yeah.
Like it's never like, especially if I'm trying to go fast, like I'm always
It's
doing this jitter
because
right here. Like I
you just
really
gotta
wanted to, yeah,
you'd like trying to control your mouse while you flick, I think.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
just flick
yeah.
and then like let your mouse move. It's really hard to explain without uh like
No, but
showing
yeah, I
exactly
mean,
what.
I guess as a coach, like it's you're always trying to like formulate the right words to explain it so someone can understand it.
Yeah,
I'm guessing English is your second language, or
it is, yeah.
because yeah, no, but no, you have really good English,
Thank you.
honestly. Yeah, no, but I totally get you. It's just I gotta be more cognizant of like being more calm and
Mm.
just like I like I guess you don't like find it really helpful or whatever, but the accuracy and just like going for precision first,
The going
it,
for
it helps
accuracy is
me.
helpful. It's
Yeah, no, yeah. It
it,
helps me just to stay like calm and just, fluid.
yes,
If I just
yeah.
try to, if I just keep that in mind. But as soon as I like really like try to be like, oh, I really gotta go fast, that's when I usually start flicking
Yeah,
up a bit.
you shouldn't try to go fast most of the time. Well, you should try to go fast, but you shouldn't try to click fast. Like you can flick really fast and then be slow, like take your time with adjusting. Like the Bardos method in one sense is that you're going really fast with your initial flick and then you go smooth and take your time with the adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually interesting that you're almost better at tracking than like static.
Really?
Well, you play mostly Valorant, so that's a bit uh odd,
I
I
don't know.
guess.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of weird. I feel like I guess. Yeah, in Valorant, I feel like I'm always psyching myself out because I feel like holding the angles in Valorant is like one of the most important fundamentals in the game. And like, no, no, actually, probably one of the most important fundamentals is like aiming at head level, right? Um,
Crosshair
just so it
placement, yeah.
makes it easier for you to aim, right? Yeah, yeah. I feel like yeah, that micro adjustment and that mouse feel, being comfortable with that, I feel like that will take you a long way. Yeah, that's what I really would like to try and develop. Like, I'm not really too interested in trying to flick someone across the fucking map, like, because really that happens all the time, right?
Yeah. Most of the time it's like you're holding one angle and you have to adjust just a few
If you,
degrees onto
yeah,
it.
if you just analyze like competitive Valorant games, that is really most of the time it's them clearing each angle and taking each angle, like, yeah,
Yeah, otherwise you're just making it harder for yourself.
yeah, exactly, yeah. Oh shit.
Like if you have good crosshair placement, you shouldn't need to do a large flick.
I'll say those.
Or like if
Yeah,
you
exactly.
unless you
Is it
like are in
fine?
a 1v3 or something.
Yeah, no, is it fine? Yeah, just I want to just show you one video. Is that fine?
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, I like I don't want to like take way too much of your time, by the way.
Oh no, it's weekend. I have
Oh,
time.
okay. Just need to remove his name. Okay. So it was this one guy on Valorant, and he just was like, yeah, wow, like this is like sort of exactly what I'm trying to get
Mm-hmm.
to. And also, yeah, and also another topic is I think visualization is also like a good thing,
Do you mean like
and like watching good
thinking about
players.
where
Yeah.
your opponent is like?
No, I'm
Oh,
saying like watching, like just actually watching good players and how they like pick
oh yeah,
angles and how
okay.
they, yeah. I
Yes.
think that's like really good. Like I used to watch a lot of Scream back in the day. I swear, like he's what got me to LE. You know CS:GO.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to be like Legendary Eagle back in the day. Um, so, Valorant. So this is just a Valorant aimer, and I'll just show you. Like his movements are really fucking clean, and
How
maybe you could
much
like break
deathmatch
him
do you play?
down. Deathmatch. I do spend a lot of time playing deathmatch. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Probably a
I feel
good
like I
thing.
should play. Okay, okay. Sometimes I feel like I really should just play ranked, you know. Okay,
Mm.
I don't know if you can see my screen.
Yeah.
Let me try and improve quality of that. Okay, is that good quality for you?
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay. So if you see how this guy plays, he's really not like moving his mouse a whole lot.
Yeah,
It's his crosshair
he has
placement.
really good crosshair placement,
Yeah, look at this.
and his movement is good. Like his keyboard aim,
Yeah,
if you can say so.
like it's literally his crosshair placements that's doing the carrying, and he's got really good click timing as well.
Yeah.
And it fascinated me because like a lot of people, like especially for training in Valorant, well, that was obviously just him being crazy.
Yeah, his crosshair placement is really good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like this, yeah, right here. That literally crosshair placement just carried him right there. And so this is all game based. Like this is all something like you would have to train in the game
Mm.
to be good at, right? Like something like crosshair
Yes.
placement. So
Some of
yeah,
this
like
is
you.
also just movement aiming with it, which is actually I forgot about that. Like putting movement aiming scenarios in the playlist.
Mhm.
Which would be like
Yeah, but I
pistol
do you
strafe
think that
gallery,
the
which is like it's a small part of his like what I'm seeing here, but
yeah.
the biggest part of course is just crosshair placement, which is something you can only learn in game. So
Yeah. And he is sort of making micro adjustments as well.
yeah,
So there is a like a proponent of mouse feel.
yes. Do you know what his
Like,
sensitivity is?
oh, he plays really fucking high sense.
Oh yeah, okay. So he's
That's what we
okay, okay.
yeah. This is what made me go crazy. I was like, what? Like he
No,
plays around like
don't play in
30
that sense.
centimeters.
He's gonna be inconsistent with that. He did like he's gonna get insane highlights, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That's what it was like. It really blew my mind because
don't
this
play
guy
on that.
plays at like 30 centimeters, and I was like, because I'm like, surely this guy is playing low as fuck sense. Like he's looking really clean, looking really smooth. But this guy's like fucking 30 centimeters. Like goddamn.
Yeah, it's not gonna
Yeah.
be helpful playing on that
But
sense.
also you got to realize like this guy probably has some insane fucking mouse. I don't want to keep on saying it, mouse feel, whatever mouse
He
like.
probably just
Holy
has a
fuck!
lot of experience in the game, and like it's almost
Because
always
he's
like
so steady. It feels like it looks like he's like so steady and he's just timing his shit really good.
yeah,
Yeah, that's where click timing heads comes into play.
no, I mean
But
this is just like purely click timing and crosshair placement.
Yeah, yeah.
But in that last clip, you could actually see like his high sense being a bit of an issue.
Yeah, oh, just reminded a bit.
Yeah, here.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah. I
inconsistent.
saw. Yeah, yeah, nah, definitely. My quality's a bit messy. But yeah, man, like all this guy is just crosshair placement and like, yeah, click timing with like small micro adjusts. Like, yeah. Yeah, yeah, no, I just thought it was really cool.
Yeah, it's just 90% crosshair placement.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, so like there's not really like much you can contrive and like translate into Kovacs. Like it's just literally just him being good at the game, playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's cool. I mean, yeah, if this playlist is decent, then I guess just could ask you a few questions and
Yep.
we'll go. Yeah. All right, no worries. Let me find my questions. Okay, so some of these questions we already went over. Okay, so I have one question. Is your mice gating you from achieving superior aim?
Sorry. Again?
These are like broad questions. Oh, alright, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Is your mice gating you from achieving superior aim?
Wait, I don't know that word unless I'm just stupid and didn't hear that.
Okay, so like your peripherals, like your mouse,
Yeah,
is it
gating. What?
something
What do you?
gating? So is it holding you back?
Oh, oh, you no, it's not.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll tell you a bit about myself is that I have like a shit ton of mice
Mm-hmm.
and I always thought like, man, fuck, like none of these mice like feel comfortable, right? And then like for a long time, like I was just like, what the fuck? Like I'm purchasing all these mice and I'm trying these different mice, trying them out in the store and stuff, but they don't really feel comfortable. But it's like there was a quote that I made up myself. It was 1 second. Um, it was yeah. So searching for a comfortable mouse when you're not even comfortable holding an angle. Do you
Uh,
kind of agree with that? Do you kind of get that?
and you need a
Like,
comfortable mouse. Holding an angle can also like if you're not comfortable holding an angle, that can also just be not feeling comfortable with your mouse.
no,
But
no, but exactly, like that's the whole topic of like mouse feel, right? Is you just gotta be
oh,
comfortable like using a mouse, like in
yeah.
general.
But you
Yeah,
also need a
that's a,
mouse that just feels good. What? Which
yeah,
mouse?
like it's
Which
just
mouse do you have?
I I use the Vibe Ultimate.
Okay.
Yeah, and it does the job like just fine, and it's fine. And like like you could probably get a lower weight mouse or whatever, but like
Oh, Vibe
these
Ultimate
things like
is really good.
it's completely fine. Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
like
it's
yeah,
really
like
good.
a lot of these things it's like sort of like luxury, like you don't really need them.
You
Like
don't
just
need
fucking
most, like you don't need the best mouse, the best mouse
like look
pad.
at tens for example. Look at any of these pro players, they can perform still at the same,
you can perform it with
yeah,
any equipment, but
with a wide
if you get
mouse.
like the best equipment, it's gonna like give that tiny bit of edge
Yeah,
you
yeah,
may need
and I agree with you
in
on that,
pro play. But
100%.
for for the large majority of players, don't bother too much. Like just get
Mhm.
something that's comfortable to you, get a decent mouse pad, and you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, like yeah, you shouldn't worry, man. Like dwell on that too much.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
There's
Okay,
so many CSGO pros who got insane with like a QCK mousepad
with
or
Dogshit
some
mouse,
or a dogshit mouse.
bro.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter.
Do you know Shroud, right? Like he's like really good. He's basically he's talented, right? Because he's like really good at almost every FPS.
Well, he
So he's
just
kind of
grinded a
talented.
ton. It's not
He
talent.
can, yeah, but you know what mouse he used, right?
G Pro
You know the no no the G303, like that diamond mouse shape.
305. You mean? What?
303.
I don't know that
It
one.
has it. Okay, if you want to search it up, G303 Logitech.
It
So
doesn't he
it's like
use the G Pro
he uses
X?
it now, but when he was playing like competitive CS:GO, he used the G303 Logitech.
I can't
And
find the
this
G303.
mouse, it
Oh
looks
wait, here.
ridiculous. Look at it.
Wait.
The fucking
Oh,
cable is like as thick as, a fucking horse's yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, a lot of people get caught up, I feel like, too much on the peripherals.
I mean,
And yeah,
yeah,
like,
but it's also a very specific shape. Maybe he just liked that.
yeah, and even the shape is like so crazy as well. Like, there's a lot of things that, yeah. But yeah, no, that's fine. I agree with you on your answer. Okay, next one. So, okay, so this is just like another one that is probably like a frequently asked question is there a formula to calculate your perfect sensitivity?
No. Uh, most
Like,
most of the time, a perfect sensitivity will be on the lower end of the spectrum if you want to perform well.
mm-hmm.
Which is most of the time going to be like 35-ish to 60 cm, around that. Like 40 to 45 cm is what you see a lot of good players use. In like Overwatch, for example, so many players use 42 cm. It's actually crazy. Like it's so super consistent. It's a good sense, like a good sense range. In Valorant, CS:GO, you have even lower sensitivities, like 50 cm, 60 cm. Um, so yeah, there's no perfect sensitivity, no way to calculate your perfect sensitivity, but go ask around like a few places maybe for your game what a good sense range is, and then go like towards the lower end of that sense range that's comfortable to you.
Oh wow, okay, that's cool. Because you said 42 centimeters is what most Overwatch pros use?
Yeah, like around that. Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of crazy. I always thought that they used like 30. It was around like the 30 range.
I'm pretty sure many Overwatch players use like that low percents. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know that many players use somewhat low sense.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's cool. And just wait on Overwatch for a second. Are you familiar with that technique where you like flick your mouse like very like a lot of times to like just stick on the target so that you get as much DPS as possible?
Yes.
Yeah, like
Um,
what do you think about that?
do you want to get RSI?
Oh, is that okay? Yeah, no, I was thinking about that. I was like,
Like you,
does this?
uh,
Yeah.
I think the player who originally like did that a ton, he now has like hand issues and like don't know. Also,
Shit.
if you're like good at normal tracking, you don't need that.
Yeah.
Like it's just a matter
Okay.
if that guy would have played some aim trainers, he could have done like probably about the same with normal tracking. But mm, it's always hard to say because like he's a pro player. It probably worked for him really well. But
Mhm.
then again, it's not healthy.
Okay. All right. And now this is just another broad question that I had. Um, maybe it's too broad, but what is the fastest and most efficient way to train your mouse feel in aim trainers?
Uh, okay.
Or is this totally
That's
dependent on the playlist?
that's a hard question. It depends on how much you want to practice every day. Uh, Probably the best amount of time would be like if you can choose yourself how much you practice would be like 1 to 2 hours. About that, maybe
Hmm.
three even. But only
Wow.
having like practice blocks that are like 30 minutes long and then taking a break and then practicing again. Also, you need
Hmm.
really good sleep and
Yeah.
probably sensitivity randomizer will help. Changing a lot of stuff like uh not doing the same playlist every day,
Yeah.
focusing like on sometimes on having really good technique, sometimes on being really fast. Uh you need to, well, breaks are really important. Like having breaks where you don't sit on your phone, you don't watch YouTube, you just let your brain do its thing. Uh,
Hmm.
well, improvement actually happens like in breaks or when you sleep. So
Yeah. Yeah, I read
you don't
about
want
that.
to have too long practice blocks because it's like having 30 minutes practice, then 15 minutes break, then 30 minutes practice, then 15 minutes break is probably more efficient than like if you had 1 hour of practice and then half an hour break, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, also,
Um,
do you buy in the idea of like as soon as you wake up, like play, like go onto Kovacs, or
as soon as you wake
it's
up,
just whenever you feel good, whenever you
probably
feel
not.
like, you know,
I wouldn't do that. I would um just like as soon as you wake up, maybe do some outside activities. Like just
mm,
get your body up, get your body running, and
yeah,
yeah,
okay.
maybe do
Oh yeah,
some
no, that's cool.
uh other task outside where you have to move more. That's like similar to aiming where you have to use your hands and be precise. Like I don't know, frisbee or something, whatever you want. Like or playing
Yeah.
basketball or something like
Just
just
be a bit
anything. But you
active.
need to move, in my opinion. That's likely
Hmm.
what's gonna be the best.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. No, I agree with that. Yeah, getting some sun helps. Yeah.
And also have like eat healthy and don't drink too much.
It's basically like any other athlete would train in any
Yeah,
other like type
it's
of
it's
sport.
really the
Just
same.
yeah, be healthy, be right state of mind, cognizant. Yeah, like everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mindset is also like you need to think that you can do it. Like you need to think that you can be the best and stuff.
Yeah. No, I agree with that, 100%. Yeah, no, that's cool. Okay, I have another question here. So, so how to get better specifically at the smaller adjustments? Now, before you answer the question, um, sort of like micro corrections. I guess maybe you've already answered it because it does this just play into mouse feel? Like if you just have good mouse feel, you'll feel better like at doing those micro adjustments. If you're
Mouse.
holding some specific
Okay.
angle, or if you're just
So,
like playing Apex and you're
mhm.
tracking someone, is that just all mouse feel? Like is it just all wrapped under
You
in
can be
one
good at
basket?
one aspect of mouse control or mouse feel, but bad at another. So I wouldn't say it's like just be good at mouse feel, then you're gonna be good at micro adjustments. Uh, it's micro adjustments are when you like do with your mostly with your fingers, you adjust like very precisely. So
Yeah.
what you can do to practice that is play on really high sensitivity, playing precision scenarios, or like playing any scenarios on a really high sensitivity, basically.
Okay, no, that's perfect. That's cool. Um, okay, 1 second. Okay. Do you have, shit, I think I already told you about this question, but do you have any scenarios that are good dictators of skill level? Like just good benchmark scenarios and what schools to look for?
The voltaic benchmarks are pretty decent.
Okay.
If I have to, like, I usually pick only like one in every category, which would be like passive voltaic, one more four target small voltaic, then
Yeah.
smooth bot, uh, air voltaic, Vox target switch voltaic, and kin target switch voltaic.
Okay, but this goes directly into my next question,
Mm-hmm.
which is how is it that some people can be really good at their game but be really bad or average, mediocre in the aim trainer? I don't know if you've dissected
In-game
this
aim
yourself.
isn't much of mouse control. You will see many, even pros, like be insane at their game and have
Mhm.
insane aim in their game, but they don't even have good like they don't have great mouse control level. They'll have like above average mouse control most of the time, but they won't be like top notch. Uh, like if you look in the Voltaic Discord, all these people who are like Grandmaster Complete, Nova and Nova 2 or something, or even Astra, Celestial, whatever. Like they have better mouse control than any pro in any game.
Yeah. So like, if you literally put them into the game that the FPS player, the pro player plays, they would have better mouse control than them,
They would have better mouse
but
control, but worse in-game aim.
was in game. Oh, okay.
Well,
So you're saying that there is a difference?
yes, it's movement,
Oh,
crosshair
okay, okay.
placement, knowledge of the hitboxes, knowledge how players usually move, knowledge of abilities. Like if there are abilities in
Oh,
the
yes,
game,
yes.
how what's the cooldown of the abilities? Can they use them? Would the enemy player get an advantage if they use an ability or some like? There's so much that's even that
Yeah,
they don't even
okay.
think
That makes
about
a lot of
that,
sense.
but their brain is doing that helps them aim.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. So then, so say hypothetically you take someone that's really good, high benchmark in
Mm.
Voltaic, and you take him to like Apex Legends.
Yes.
Because they're really good at their mouse feel, their mouse control,
Yeah.
they will have an easier time adapting, is what I'm assuming.
If
They'll
you,
they'll if they eventually start playing the game more and more, because they're already good at those fundamentals, they'll
it's really
be
hard to say
better.
because you're not gonna
Or is
be
that okay?
like if you have someone else who plays, for example, like some other game. I can't think of something right now that's like let's say you have someone playing Quake.
Okay.
Uh, they're gonna be really good at movement. They're gonna improve their movement, their game sense, and so on. While the Kovacs players only gonna improve their raw aim. They will be able to get as good as like if they both the Quake player and the Kovacs player start playing Apex at the same time. Initially the Quake player will have better aim than the Kovacs player probably,
Yeah.
but
No, that makes sense.
the Kovacs player may be able to get better faster, especially if they like during their time when they mainly played Kovacs also played
Hmm.
movement shooters or like if they just put like 30 minutes a day into playing Quake LG duels or something, or 15 to 20 minutes even. Like even then they will have a really they will be quick at adapting to the new game.
Yeah. But it sucks because we're always it's like thinking of hypotheticals because like no one's actually really done studies and other
Well, you
stuff.
can
But
you
there are a
can
lot of people. It's like
there
yeah,
are a few
examples and
players who play a lot of Kovacs who are insane at their game,
yeah,
especially
yeah,
in Fortnite and Apex.
yeah, 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 yeah. Those usually are like the two main games that like
Yeah.
Curvex players play. Yeah. Okay. So next up,
It's actually insane how many pro players in Fortnite play Kovacs.
yeah.
Like
Um,
almost,
it's like a big thing.
yeah, it actually is. Like there's
And
so many aim coaches for Fortnite, and to be fair, most of them are not good aim coaches probably, but there are some
mm,
really good ones. Which like, do you know Doing Well?
no, actually, I don't. Is who is he?
Well, he's just an aim coach for Fortnite, and he does a good job. So there's
Is he good himself as well? Like he's got that
he's
applied knowledge.
he's mainly an aim coach and not like improving himself. Like similar to
Mhm.
me, I don't play that much Kovacs myself anymore. Yeah, I'm just doing coaching, helping other people. Uh,
Mm.
I do
Yeah,
still
no, that's
play,
cool.
but not as much.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, so we have the next question is, how do you look at progress within like Curvex or your aim in general? You don't just look at the highest score, right? It's
You
always
have
the average.
Yeah, there's a stats feature built into Kovacs where you can compare your averages over days, weeks, months, and so on. But you also have to just go by your feel, by your mouse feel. How do you
Okay.
feel your aim? If you're more comfortable holding your mouse, then you improved even if your scores got a bit worse. So yeah,
Yeah.
you have to go both by mouse feel and by your averages.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's cool. And I have a question. Bro, in fucking Valorant, man, I'm always changing my crosshair. So like, what do
Hmm.
you think about crosshairs? Because I definitely feel like they can just change the way you feel
Yeah,
in certain
yeah,
situations. Like,
that's true. Like, I feel like bigger crosshairs make you be more confident.
yes, actually true.
Smaller crosshairs like make you feel more precise, but you also have to be a bit slower and stuff because you're not gonna see your crosshairs easily if you look anywhere else on your screen.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah, you have to find some like medium thing. That's why like the normal plus style crosshair with a like gap in the middle works well
mm-hmm.
for Valorant, is because you can still see it if you look at other places, but you can also be precise because the middle of your screen isn't like that there's nothing there you can
Yeah,
see.
nothing covering it.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's cool. Um, let's see. Uh,
But also I don't play that many FPS games, so I can't like say what crosshair is good or bad. Just use what you
okay.
think works.
No, no, yeah, of course. It's like
It's
it is
it's
generally
not gonna
just
make,
preference. And,
yeah, it's just
yeah,
preference.
yeah. Okay, so there's a question about you. So, what was most helpful to your improvement? And were you just like self-improved? Like, how did you improve?
Getting like consistent practice.
It's oh, okay.
Like
So it was
just every
just
day get a
mm,
routine or like a set of routines so you don't have to do the same every day. What I used is I swapped like every day. First day I did my tracking routine, second day clicking routine, and back and forth, you know. Just having consistent practice. It doesn't have to be a routine. It can just be any scenarios you enjoy, but a routine is gonna be more balanced in what you practice. Um, so yeah, it's just consistent practice, putting hours in, focusing on that.
yeah. So okay, so I don't want to hold you to anything. So this specific playlist that we made together,
Hmm.
if I just play this for a month,
Yes.
what type of results would I see?
Um, if you play this, you'll be way more precise. Well, if you play the speed one as well, then you will be way more comfortable, like uh, just moving your mouse around,
Okay.
and you're mainly gonna be smoother probably because like that's a big part of what Kovacs does because it's the movements are largely patterns or predictable. So
Yeah.
you're gonna be like being smooth helps. So
Okay.
you're gonna improve your smoothness, uh, and hopefully also your speed if you play the speed routine. Uh,
Yeah, the speed. I haven't made that yet, but I think personally, I don't think I want to play it just because I just want to stick with just one routine for
well
now. And
then you should definitely add some speed scenarios to this routine
okay,
because it's like you
you
really
want me to
need
just add
you
one like really quickly?
uh just I think Vox target switch and Kintia static speed preg.
So it's the regular one, the first one.
Yeah,
Okay, and you said kin.
Kintia static speed preg.
Okay,
Voltaic speed preg static.
this one.
Yeah, this one.
Okay, we'll get rid of. What should we get rid of?
I wouldn't get rid
Oh,
of
we'll keep them.
anything.
Okay, we'll keep them. We'll leave these at the last. Is it fine to leave them at the
Well, you're
last?
gonna play that totally random, right?
Oh yeah,
Like
shit. I
random
forget.
order, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you literally just told me about this. And by the
Mm-hmm.
way, I have like 200 hours on Code.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
The thing is, I haven't told you about my hours. That's the thing. I have around like 200 hours in
You,
Kovacs,
yeah,
but
don't worry about your
I
hours.
I Yeah, I know. That's the thing, is that because I mostly spend it like I'm AFKing most of the time.
Mm,
Like I'm like looking at a YouTube video. And also it's because I've always gotten like I've played a lot of Kovacs, but then I kind of like burn myself out, and then I get really
yeah.
bad at my aiming, and then I go back, I burn myself out.
Mm.
Like I really need to, yeah, I really need to just stay consistent. But yeah, definitely, because I think I'll. Is it fine if I update you on my progress?
Yeah, that would be really good.
I feel like that would be kind of good for you as well.
Yeah, I'd be really happy to
Um,
see how you progress.
yeah, no worries, man. I will. But how could I get the progression to show up?
Just click on the stats thingy,
Oh, okay.
and then you can select any scenario, and
Oh, okay, so I'll just select them from the list of the ones
yeah,
that
just
we did. Okay.
in the top right, you can click on day to give you like daily average of the scenario.
Oh, yeah, no, that's cool.
But you only played
So,
photovoltaic today, I think, right? So I th
yes,
you played one more four
correct.
targets more, right? One W4
I
TSO,
play
whatever.
this a
Yeah,
lot,
you
so
can
this.
just go to this, then go to day or month. Oh yeah.
Oh wow! It shows me from. Okay, look at this.
I normally have
Oh
like
wow.
weekly or daily averages, but yeah, this is you can really see how
Okay,
much you progress.
see, look. This is when I got fucking
700.
Kovacs in 2019.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm
Ooh.
like about 1,000. Yeah, no, that's really cool. Yeah, no, I'll definitely use this,
Okay.
and I'll use it, and I'll give you the stats on that,
Nice.
100%. Let me just see if I had any other questions. No. Okay, so yeah, this is just the last question. What is the most interesting thing you found about aim trainers? The most
Uh,
interesting thing that you found, because I know you do a lot of research on this stuff. Like, what was the most eye-opening thing?
there wasn't like one specific thing. It's just learning about improving aim teaches you a lot about general improvement, how to improve at other things. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
like for example, I didn't know how your brain handles motor, like improvement in motor control or general improvement, like how that
Yeah,
works, which is
yeah,
something you just like if you want to know how to improve your aim, you're gonna find out about that eventually, which is really nice. And it's also like
yeah,
improvement overall is a really interesting topic, I think. Um,
yeah.
yeah.
Because like as human beings, we all want to like improve. So,
Mm,
so yeah, of course it's interesting. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, man. Yeah, thanks for this session, bro.
no problem.
Yeah, it
It
was
was really
really, really
fun.
nice talking with you. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. You gonna put this on YouTube?
Likely, yeah.
Yeah, if you want like edit, do you edit any of them or?
Not really. I try to keep them uncut. I put something in
Maybe
the.
you can put a timestamp or something, because I guess it was kind of long. How long has it been?
Oh yeah, it's been like 1 hour 10 minutes, 20 minutes
Okay,
actually. 1 hour 20
okay.
minutes. That was
Yeah,
longer
man, I
than
won't
I
hold you
thought.
too long. I'm sorry.
I felt way shorter than 1 hour 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. No, that's cool. That's cool,
All right.
man. Yeah, no. Thanks a lot, bro. And yeah, I will keep you updated. So,
All right.
all good, man. Thanks, man.
See
You
ya.
have a good day, bro. See ya.
Have a good day.